It's not 93 Boxing. I'm back with a quick video. See, Bob Arum, in my opinion, does not want the Manny Pacquiao Amir Khan fight. And even though, like, look, Manny Pacquiao seems to want the fight. He's said he agreed with the terms and conditions. And Amir Khan also wants to fight. He's always been wanting to fight Manny Pacquiao, right? Now, Bob Arum, I made a video and then I kind of, I guess, released it a bit late. The previous video I made about Amir Khan, Manny Pacquiao. And Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao, even though they agreed, I never heard Bob Arum saying anything, or I never heard anything that's saying official, apart from just YouTube channels. But no articles that says it was official. So I was looking for that. And I mentioned that in my video. When I released that video, I probably made that video about 8 hours before that. So I was like, okay, but where's anything that says official? And I was like, maybe Bob Arum hasn't agreed. They just think Bob Arum will hopefully accept. And see, there's like rumors about Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez in China now. But I feel like Bob Arum doesn't want the Khan Pacquiao fight. In a way, he does. It's a money fight. It will generate good money. But the problem is, there's few reasons why Bob Arum may not want the fight, the Khan Pacquiao fight. First of all, it's a fairly high risk with a reward that's not. It's still quite high reward. I mean, you get money, right? And Bob Arum really cares about the money, but at the same time, it's not as high as you think. There's some low rewards to it. Not necessarily it's because it's Amir Khan. It's because Amir Khan's an Al Heyman fighter. I forgot what title he has. It's a WB some shit, man. There's so many other fucking titles, man. Why can't they just have only one title? But let me find out what title Manny Pacquiao actually has. I forgot. Yes, the WBO title. I get confused between the WBA and WBO. Keith Thurman has the WBA, and Manny Pacquiao has the WBO. At welterweight, at least, the WBO title is really the top ranked title, and the other title is a PBC title mainly, or a matchroom title. And PBC matchroom, they can fight each other. But the PBC as in like Al Heyman fighters. But the thing is, even though I've heard like few months before, maybe almost a year before, that Bob Arum and Al Heyman is willing to work with each other, and people thought Amir Khan versus Al Heyman and Bob Arum normally don't work with each other, and Al Heyman and HBO don't really normally work with each other. But because Amir Khan had a fight with Canelo, and Amir Khan advises Al Heyman, he has a special contract. Some people forget that, but which allows him to fight, or at least work with other networks and other promotion teams. But let's say if Amir Khan wins, Bob Arum's probably thinking, let's say if Amir Khan wins, if he wins, not to say that he's gonna lose. I feel like Amir Khan probably win this, but it's a dangerous fight. It's a hard fight to win, but I feel like Amir Khan would win. But let's say hypothetically, Bob Arum's probably thinking that if Amir Khan wins, he may end up losing the title, or at least the title will be within the Al Heyman like sort of stack. It will be within there, because Amir Khan will probably go on to fight another fighter like Danny Garcia or Keith Thurman or Kell Brook. Now, if it's Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, or if he just ends up losing with some other fighter, it will be within the Al Heyman stack, and it will be very difficult to come back to the top rank stack. Because think about this: if you have a world champion, no matter who it is, Jesse Vargas or whoever, or Pacquiao, it's easier to sell the fight. It's easier to kind of like get more fans into paying for the tickets and shit, and just pay per view and stuff. So with that, you get more money. But if you lose, that's really the top ranked title. And Al Heyman and Bob Arum, no matter what they say, because they've said they keep going back and forth when it comes to if they can work with each other or not. But no matter what they say, even if they say they're able to work with each other, it's still never the same, and they would rather prefer to work together, unless there's big money to be made. I like the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight. But they would rather keep it to themselves, just easier to work with. And also, they would rather keep the money in-house. I'm fairly sure when look, if let's say when Manny Pacquiao and Jesse Vargas the fight took place, whatever Jesse Vargas got, I'm fairly sure a certain percentage Bob Arum got, or maybe that's the money that Jesse Vargas got. After Bob Arum took away the share of money that Bob Arum wanted to take out, meaning that obviously a certain percentage goes to Bob Arum. Maybe Bob Arum took the money, that took the percentage already and gave it to Jesse Vargas, or maybe not. Either way, Bob Arum gets a certain percentage. Now, he got some money from Pacquiao and from Jesse Vargas for that. And also, he generally, that's his promoter. You make contracts, and contracts give you money. Bob Arum got paid for by Pacquiao through the contracts as well as all the other top-ranked fighters. Now, if he takes Amir Khan's offer, I don't think he'll be able to make money like that from Amir Khan, because Amir Khan's not under Bob Arum. So, again, you look at all of that into consideration. If they can keep the title within themselves, if they can keep the title all within in-house, they can make more money. They can promote their brand more. Because let's say if Amir Khan somehow takes the title and Top Rank somehow never gets back, because how many fighters do they have on that, Amir Khan mainly wants Danny Garcia to keep them, and it seems like the winner of that. And how many fighters do they have? Timothy Bradley's on his way out. He may not even fight Amir Khan for the high risk, low reward shit. Because Bradley be like, I've already done what I need to do. And he might even lose to Khan, actually. Because Bradley doesn't have the type of pop that makes you go out in one shot. So, yeah, I feel like Khan can win the fight and just take the title, and Top Rank at 147 will never get it back. That's a possibility, and I feel like that's the reason why Bob Arum doesn't really want the fight. I actually don't feel like Bob Arum doesn't want the fight. The way Michael Khan and Pacquiao was talking about the negotiating, and Bob Arum says this Pacquiao Khan fight is complete bullshit. Reading that, I can just imagine him just being a miserable fuck, not wanting the fight. And it just sounds, in my opinion, he doesn't want the fight. But that's really all I have to say, man. Let me know what you think. I'm SR93 Boxing. I'm out.